Hello everyone. Before I begin today's video, I am very happy and grateful to announce that I have paid the filing fees for obtaining non-profit status as a tax-deductible organization with the IRS for House of Metatron and Métis. And it is in great part thanks to those of you who made donations specifically for that purpose. And I simply wanted to let you know that it is now officially underway. And I should have the response in a couple months' time, and I will let you know then as well. But today is a special day for me in having been able to do this at long last, as the association has been registered in the state of Colorado for over a year now, and it has taken all that time to get the funds together to do this. So I am very grateful indeed and very happy that this is finally happening. And I am indeed one with my I Am presence, the blissful observer and Holy Christ Self. And to my divine being, I align my personalities, body elemental, and new spirit, so that all parts of my being are in balance, harmony, and alignment. And I am fully contained within my heart diamond and Metatron's magnificent cosmic egg. I am now ready for today's message. Greetings, beloveds. It is with great joy, as always, that I come to share this time with you. And I too would like to add my thanks for all the donations that Christmas has received at any time and for any purpose, for they have all been a part of making this nonprofit status happen for her, which I have said in the past she is doing at my request. And also to those who have sent beautiful homemade gifts to her. They have been made with great love, and Christmas appreciates them greatly. And they are adding to the overall high energy frequencies of her home and her being. And so I would like to start off today's message by sharing with you a realization that Christmas had this morning about her recent downfall. Most of you in your ascension process have to deal with one issue in particular. It is like the overriding issue of your entire life, or your entire ascension process, shall we say. And there are those of you who have already ascended in the past in different bodies, and in each ascension you have dealt with a different issue. And so Christmas's issue is learning to trust in her own inner guidance. And her realization this morning was that the start of the downfall occurred as she began doubting not only in the information that she was receiving, but in her ability to receive information. Thinking that just because she was engaged in certain addictive habits, that would affect her ability to receive messages. Now, I have already told her in the past that these videos will not be affected by her personal state because I override her personality, as it were, when I bring forth these messages to you. So that would not be affected. But she was also concerned about certain questions that she wanted asked for herself. And as always, and I'm sure it's the same for many of you, it is much easier to receive information for other people than it is for yourself at times. And so it was, in fact, these doubts and the anxiety that it engendered that caused her to fall deeper and deeper into the addictive habits. When you feel anxious, beloveds, or fearful about anything, this is the time that you are most likely to engage in your addictive habits, to flee from the peace of your own inner being. And so with her understanding this morning, she realized that it was the doubts that were the precipitating factor in her downfall. So I point this out, beloveds, for two reasons. First of all, I have chosen not to tell Christmas about that beforehand until she realized it on her own, because these types of realizations are always more powerful when they come from within rather than from without. And so I want to prepare you, because many of you will be having similar experiences, although the issues might be completely different. You may find yourself asking for the reasons that you are experiencing pain or difficulties or whatever, and you may not find an answer forthcoming from your guides or from any outer source. And that is simply because of the power of the realization when it comes from within. Many times, when you are told outwardly certain information about yourself, it lacks a certain feeling of reality and authenticity. And that is usually because you are not ready to hear it. When you hear truth that you are ready to hear, you will instantly respond with a recognition of the truth of what has been said. So this is why when you go to psychics who tell you that you were so and so in a lifetime, or you came from a particular planet, or you have a particular mission, and you are a great light being on the planet at this time, when your reaction is, well, so what? It's because you were not ready to hear that information. It may or may not be true. But information and knowledge only becomes wisdom when it comes from within, when you are able to recognize the wisdom or the knowledge as being true for you. So, beloveds, I wish you to understand that everything that you need to know is coming to you at the perfect time. And you do not need to be constantly running around looking for more information, more facts, more knowledge. It would be better for you to put into practice the knowledge that you already have, to apply it in your life, to make it real for you, and to trust in the fact that when you need to know something new, that I, God, your I Am Presence, any member of the divine force of light will bring that information to you exactly when you need it. So Christmas's issue in this ascension process, which she is doing for the 5th time, is about relying on her own information. It would be good for you to identify what your main issue is. You probably know about it already, but you may not have recognized it as the main issue that you are dealing with. One way it presents itself is it seems to reoccur over and over again. It can be one of those issues that you think you have resolved, and then years later it appears again on a different level, and you think you resolved it that time, and then months or years later it appears again. This is a sign that it can be the major issue that you are dealing with, because there are so many different levels on which the issue needs to be resolved, and it cannot be done all at once. It's like going up a ladder. You need to go up step by step, and you need to have your feet firmly on the step before you go up to the next one. So these times of assimilation, where you are like at a pause, are the times where you are becoming firmly rooted in whatever understanding you have gained from dealing with the issue at that particular time. And then once that has been firmly established within your being, then you are ready to make the next step. And that is when the issue will reappear to be dealt with again, but it is never the same as it was before, because you are indeed on a new level. So it will be slightly different, maybe more difficult, maybe easier. And so once you have dealt with it, there is a period of assimilation where you become balanced in the activity and firm on that step, and then life will bring you another opportunity to show your mastery. Once you have shown your complete mastery, then the issue is fully resolved. But until that time, the opportunity to deal with it will continue to come to you. This is all meant to assist you, beloveds. To know that even if you fall, and even if that fall extends over a period of time which seems very long to you, know that it is not the end, and it is never a permanent downfall. It is simply an opportunity for you to pick yourself up, to become more successful at it, and to continue along your path. These are opportunities, not punishments. So do the best you can. Do all that you can. And know that the entire universe is there to support you, holding the next step in place, ready for you when you are ready for it. Thank you for listening, beloveds. I love and bless you always. I am Metatron.